Hello, 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 namaste, my witchlings. I cannot find my favorite lipstick. There it is. I am running around like a headless chicken today. Please bear with me. I had acupuncture this morning and then had to get the took monster back out because he didn't fully go potty before. So, oh, that sounds good, Andrea. I'm not a mango person, but I kind of know the feeling. I was on a med for a long time that I couldn't have grapefruit with. And I tell you what, when I figured out that if I skipped that particular med for like 2 days, I could have grapefruit juice again. Yeah, my doctors were not happy about that. But yeah. Oh, that's about half what a crown costs here, John. I so feel for you. All right, grab my regular glasses. I am very nervous about me getting sick this winter because I do this every day. I do have a couple of ideas as to someone who could... I wore this hoodie last night, yes. I do know a couple of people who could potentially take over for me if I need to miss a day, but please forgive me for re-wearing a sweatshirt. I wore this for midnight mass last night, but I wore my Doctor Who t-shirt for stream yesterday. Nice. Always good when you have a good relationship with your providers. What in the world? Okay. Acupuncture put needles in my forehead and in my hair today. That was interesting. There we go. I kind of feel more myself today. How are you guys doing? Do our... All right, we will do our little bit of digital housekeeping. Yes. Chat is subscriber only because trolls be trolling hardcore right now. I am so sorry because I love chatting with the new people. That's part of how we get them to subscribe. But holy shitballs, have we had some stress. Yeah. Yeah. So, we set it up for subscriber only. They got to wait about 10 minutes to talk in the chat. And by that point, the trolls have already gotten bored and moved on. But the people who actually want to be here are sticking around. So, thank you all. And now we are going to do our digital housekeeping of please be mindful of the energy you bring into my space. And you will be respectful in my chat because if you are not, Arnold and the mods will be finding you with the ban hammer.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that after I said it. I was reminded I don't have to say that when it's sub only. Actually, no. Yeah. I might need to remind people because there are some who are particularly stubborn who will wait just to be able to rip me a new asshole. So, good luck. Or they think they are. I hear an angry potato. Yes, he does. He's a good little potato. Is potato. All right, y'all. Oh, look, we're down to 3 people watching. Oh, sad. We'll just kind of chill out for a minute. Yep, we'll chill out for a couple of minutes and just kind of hang out and just bullshit. Yeah, we started on time. I'm shocked. I'm impressed. I'm happy. I am awake. I didn't snore too much on the table today. I was kind of proud of that. I think she was laughing at me because I'd start snoring and then I'd growl at myself. Or just heave a big sigh. Oh, John, honey, if you are sick, please rest. The last thing I want is for you to stress your body out just to stay up and watch this. Oh, man. Bean popped into midnight mass last night. Like, what are you doing live? We're having fun. That's what we're doing. Yeah, and then she was hot on the banhammer. It was awesome. Oh, that's right. It isn't too late for you back there. So we had fun last night. Oh my gosh, did we have some fun. I meant to put that back. Yeah, we finally had to turn it to sub only because they were calling me racist because I pointed out the fact that humans are apes and we are related to monkeys. I made the mistake of using the word monkeys, and they decided that because I'm a white woman using the word monkey to describe other people, I must be racist. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Yeah, and I was talking about other white people. That was the best part. That's kind of what I'm looking at, but yeah, they don't deserve the energy that a hex would take, honestly. But, you know, thank you. I love Doctor Who. Haven't watched it since the Man Behind the Curtain and I got together, but I know. What? That I haven't watched Doctor Who in way too long? At least not regularly. Watched, not washed. This sweatshirt isn't that old. No, I have not watched Doctor Who since you and I got together. We did the 50th. We went to the movies to see the 50th, but we have not sat down and actually watched the series. Oh, dear Lord. You are going to have fun with that, John. I just punched myself in the boobie. Ow. My hand slipped off my sleeve and I pinched myself. That was not pleasant. Oh, let's see. What crystal am I going to play with today? I believe that's labradorite, and it's a palm stone. Okay. Apparently nobody's going to come join us today. I has a sad. Whoopsie. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and get started, I guess. Today's episode explores perseverance through frustration and the freedom that comes from releasing old patterns. Namaste invites us to relax our bodies and soften our grip. Self-compassion reminds us to laugh along the way. Guided by Jana, our moment of Zen reflects on the difference between talking about awakening and actually living it. Stick around to find out what I'm talking about. Namaste, Witchlings. Welcome, 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 one and all to Daily Divinations and Self-Care. This is where magic meets mindfulness, and we take just a moment to honor the day, listen to the cards, and tend to ourselves along the way. Now, whether you're returning or joining us for the very first time, I am so glad you're here. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome. I am Di, your yoga witch and guide, and this is your daily pause for reflection, insight, and care. So, go grab your favorite crystal. I'm playing with a labradorite palm stone. Light a candle or some incense. Settle in with coffee, tea, or whatever fills your mug today, and let's step into today's wisdom and self-care together. Now, if this space resonates, don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing because it helps our Witchling community grow. And speaking of growing our community, you can now join our channel here as a Witchling member. Your membership helps me keep creating all this magic, and it does let us stay connected in deeper, far more meaningful ways. So, if you feel called to support this channel and you can financially afford it and would like to step just a little closer into the coven, go ahead and tap that join button and come on in. No birthday today, but we do have someone we are lighting the candle for. And I forgot to trim the wick again. All right, my witchlings. As I light our flame today, may it shine as a beacon of hope for those finding their way through the dark. We hold this light in remembrance and solidarity with survivors and victims of gun and domestic violence, for our witchlings and their loved ones facing those difficult moments, and in honor of yesterday's victim, Nicole Renee Good, lighting her way gently and respectfully through the veil while keeping all of them within our sacred circle. And now, with the lighting of our candle, our circle is now closed, and we extend an invitation to the ancestors to join us here today. Some righteous vengeance would be appreciated. They've named him, and that's all I'm going to say. Hey, Bean. Hey, Bean, how are you doing today? How was school? Yes, I am such a mom. I know this. Hey, the last time we talked to Bean, she was headed out the door to go to school after wielding the banhammer. I was impressed. All right, there's that cup of coffee. There were a lot of really rude and mean people last night. All right, coffee is now swapped around, but I know. But I do need to grab a paper towel now because I just spilled. Oh, it's okay. Little spill. Cleans up easily. Ha, yay. All right, how are you guys doing out there? We're kind of just surviving. That's Bean, Andrea. You know, seen Bean, which was a really cute screen name. Boo, boo, boo. I'm still just kind of in shock from yesterday. There are no words. None at all. All right, y'all. So, we are going to move on to happier and more cheerful things. Let's go ahead and take a look at what holidays and observances are showing up here today. And please, 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 my witchlings, tell me how you plan to honor today's holidays in your magic. Let me know in the comments. We have some fun holidays today. We are starting with National Word Nerd Day. Tell me that's a fun one to say, word nerd. Anyway, National Word Nerd Day. Today celebrates the magic of words, the ones we read, write, speak, and spell into being. Words shape stories, relationships, movements, and realities. Whether you're a poet, a reader, a ranter, or a quiet journal keeper, today honors your love affair with language and meaning. Now, what words are you using with yourself lately? Are they kind, curious, and true, or are they sharp and heavy? Choose one word today that feels nourishing and let it guide how you speak, write, and think. I think my word is compassion today. All right, next. It is Play God Day. This is going to be interesting. This day isn't about domination. It's about creation, responsibility, and awareness. Play God Day invites reflection on power, how we shape outcomes, influence others, and co-create our lives. It asks us to notice where we act intentionally and where we act without considering the consequences. Now, Our question is, where do you have agency right now, and how are you using it? Creation without care becomes control. Creation with compassion becomes service. Choose the latter. And now we have Balloon Ascension Day. This one just sounded interesting. Balloon Ascension Day is about release and elevation, watching something rise as you let go of your grip. It's a reminder that not everything we hold belongs with us forever. Some things are meant to be offered to the sky and trusted to the wind. Now, our question here is, what are you ready to release today? Maybe an old belief, a heavy story, or even a lingering worry. You don't have to force it, just loosen your hold and let it rise. Those are our holidays, my loves. Yep. Yeah. I'm not happy with my country right now. How do we not excuse, but how do we move on from something this awful? You know? How do we go back to just daily life, especially after all of the crap that we have survived in the last few months? Yes, exactly. I don't want to talk about it much, but I know we kind of need to, because especially those of us here in the States, we're trying to process this shit. And yeah. That I guess that's part of what I'm here for too, is to help my friends and my witchlings process some of this. Yep, execution, y'all. Cold blood. I am debating having a small ritual before. I am trying to decide if I want to do a short ritual tomorrow before we do Friday night guided meditation, just to bring peace and compassion back to my countrymen. This is not what I signed up to defend. I swore an oath to support and defend my Constitution and thereby my country. And I am looking at what is going on in this country, and I am horrified. Yeah, as the man behind the curtain says, well, at least we're not hiding the fact that we're pieces of shit anymore, right? All right. Yeah, I know. I know. What? I guess he's fixed the fact that we have so many people wanting to immigrate to the United States. Nobody wants to come here anymore. It's not safe. Okay. I'm going to say that is going to be the last thing I say on this for a little bit. Hey, Chloe. Chloe's timing, as always, is perfect. Let's go ahead and check out what the oracle cards are saying today. Oh, dear God. I could have interpreted these completely differently. Take a listen to what the oracle cards are saying and let me know what you guys think. All right. Okay, thank you. Our first card is the feelings are mutual. Next, it's never over. There we go. Last but not least, Some people never change. Oh, is it not? There we go. Better? Better. Some people never change. Do I need to do all 3 cards again? Okay. All right, y'all. All together, what are the cards saying? Well, do I need to wait a second? Okay. Even though the feelings are mutual, there's an unspoken understanding that it's never over, no matter how much time passes or circumstances shift. Certain bonds don't dissolve, they transform, lingering beneath the surface. And yet, some people never change, lessons repeat, patterns resurface, and life continues to move forward, asking us to accept what is, carry what remains with grace, and keep walking our own path as the story unfolds. That's our oracles today. And now, my friends, let's see what the unicorns are screaming. Perseverance pays off as frustrations ease, unhealthy patterns loosen, and a long-stalled situation finally begins to move forward with clarity and strength. First, we have the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles says, perseverance in the face of adversity, overcoming frustration related to work. Next, we have the Page of Rods reversed. There we go. Page of Rods reversed. There we go. Opinionated, headstrong, and full of demands. And then last, we have the Devil reversed. You are better able to conquer any weaknesses, even drinking, smoking, gambling, or drug abuse. Light is at the end of the tunnel now as the spiritual unicorn gathers the strength to bring you out of this stagnation period. Whew. The 7 of Pentacles speaks to steady perseverance, reminding you that even when progress feels slow, your efforts are not wasted. Recent work-related frustrations are part of this growth curve, and much of that tension may be linked to the Page of Rods reversed, an opinionated, impulsive presence whose demands and restlessness create unnecessary pressure. Still, hope breaks through with the Devil reversed, signaling liberation and forward motion. You are reclaiming your power, releasing unhealthy coping habits, and seeing patterns clearly at last. This marks the end of stagnation and the beginning of renewed momentum, clarity, and self-trust as you move into a healthier, more empowered phase. That's our tarot. And now, my loves, I'm going to take a sip. And now, my witchlings, let's bring the oracle and tarot together into one single clear message, a stream of guidance flowing through each and every card. Drop me a comment and let me know what resonates with you. All right. At the heart of our story is the quiet truth that the feelings are mutual even when circumstances make everything complicated. There's an understanding that it's never over, not because things stay the same, but because unresolved emotions and lessons linger. The 7 of Pentacles asks you to keep going anyway, to trust the slow work of perseverance despite mounting frustration. Much of that strain is amplified by the Page of Rods reversed, an impulsive, demanding energy that stirs impatience and drains momentum. Yet clarity arrives with the Devil reversed, offering release from stagnation, unhealthy coping patterns, and self-sabotage. This is the moment you reclaim your power, accepting that some people never change and choosing growth over repetition. Life moves forward not by erasing the past, but by loosening its grip and stepping into freedom with intention. And that's our reading today, you guys. And now we have our affirmation. I honor my perseverance and trust the slow unfolding of my growth. I release what no longer serves me, reclaim my power, and move forward with clarity, strength, and self-respect. That is our affirmation. I forgot something with the candle. I forgot to add something to the candle today. Madam Adam, who is one of the readers that actually kind of inspired me to do this, amazing reader, lost his husband yesterday to cancer. So I am once again going to say, fuck cancer. All right. Nice. Whoops, I mean darn. Oh, please. Oh. Snow. Oh, dear Lord, please don't go ice skating or swimming in the icy canals. Brr. Snow made us for a soft landing. Yeah, I don't think Andrea is exactly cheering for Chloe falling or slipping. I am loving the fact that the ads are appropriate for John today. Yeah. So you got his brain freeze. Nice. We're doing grand here today, y'all. You're doing what with how many gophers? Sorry. All I heard was ads and I'm like, what? Okay. 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 Is that done now? Okay, that works. Yeah. Apparently his dream was to work at Disney World, I think it was, and he managed that. But he lost his battle with cancer yesterday, and I'm actually, A, surprised because I did not realize Madam Adam was married, and B, very heartbroken for them. Which other guy? Oh, Misha, yes. Misha eloped to Vegas Christmas last year. Yeah. No, yeah, Misha, oh God, I cannot imagine Misha with tarot cards. That would be... No, Madam Adam is the tough love tarot card reader. Yeah. But yeah, oh man. I'm sure your tushy got a little chilly. Sitting in the snow is not fun. I am pissed. We haven't gotten any snow yet. We've had snow on the mountain-ish across the road from us. We've had some snow on the hills over there. We've had snow up at the damn lake. Have we had snow here? No. Yes, Saucha is our word this week. And yes, clarity. Fuck. Hadn't thought about it, but honestly, I think that everything that is going on actually is intended to bring clarity. I mean, how many people, especially after the incident yesterday here in the States, are finally waking up and seeing what the fuck is actually going on here. See, we actually kind of want it because somebody who is chilled out behind me would absolutely love to go play in the snow with his sister, who really loves the shit too. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm thinking. Furry demons. I have 4 of them. They're rather adorable, but they're furry demons. And the sign in my bathroom says no summoning demons in the bathroom. But if you must, please banish them before you leave. Siblings, man. Siblings. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. My kids like to throw snowballs at me. Oh boy. Whoosh. See, that's the shitty part. That's one of the reasons I'm kind of glad I don't have a car right now, or at least a working car. I don't have to worry about icy, snowy roads. Yule balls. Anyway. Yes. Sorry, the snowballs made me think of the Yule balls. And yeah. Jingle balls, jingle balls. Wish. Yay! Such is good. Yes. I can think of worse things to do in school. When we had snow days, we weren't allowed to go play in the snow when we had snow on the playground. They made us stay inside. I was sad. Or no, they didn't want us throwing snowballs that had, pebbles in them at each other. Because we definitely had some kids that would have done that. No, I know you wouldn't. You. Yeah. You were usually the one getting the snowballs thrown at you. All right, my loves. Let's move on to our self-care cards for today, shall we? Oh, okay. I know. I'm just sitting here dancing to the music. We have Namaste card today. Well, we have it every day, but that's beside the point. Today's Namaste is relax your body. He didn't say it, I'm shocked. Relaxing your body promotes tranquility and, when done before bed, promotes more restful sleep. While in a comfortable position, consciously move through each part of your body and release any tension. Close your eyes and start at the top of your head and forehead. Hold your eyelids together softly, tilt your head back slightly, and straighten your spine. Relax your ears, your mouth, your neck, and your shoulders. Move to your chest, stomach, and your buttocks, thighs, calves, and feet. Stay in this relaxed state for some time before returning to your daily routine, or go right to sleep. For an enhanced experience, imagine your breath entering each part of your body as you release the tension. And that is our Namaste today. Self-compassion. He did that in my ear as I was starting to say it. Our self-compassion. It suggests we enlighten up. Can you recall? Wait, I skipped a line. I'm doing grand. Enlighten up. Can you take a moment to recall the last time you laughed? Can you watch a funny video now or otherwise make yourself smile? No, I didn't just laugh at myself as I started reading it. All right, y'all, that is our self-compassion, and that wraps up our self-care for the day. Well, that was not what I intended to do, but I guess it works. Problem is, where the hell did this... There's the hair tie. Nope. I need the hair tie. I need it back in my hair because I am not doing this with my hair down. There we go. Sorry. There we go. That's better. All right, witchlings. How we doing out there? We're doing stellar in here, I tell you what. Step into dietheyogawitch.shop where magic meets movement and everyday rituals get an upgrade. Browse my handmade intention-infused jewelry and then snuggle up with Die the Yoga Witch mugs, yoga mats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, pet clothing, and more. Treat yourself, bless a friend, maybe even your familiar, and bring a little witchy sparkle into your daily life. That is dietheyogawitch.shop. Now, if you are enjoying this podcast and would like to step just a smidge bit deeper into the coven, consider clicking on that join button and becoming a member of the channel. There are some amazing perks for all of my witchlings with levels starting at just a single $1 a month. Also, a reminder that you can help this channel for free by subscribing and sharing this video with a friend. Please tell your friends about us here. I really, really, really appreciate all of your support. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. All right, now, back to the show. The only reason my hair isn't braided today is I was running a little bit later than I wanted to be going to my appointment this morning. And then I got home from it and somebody, who shall remain nameless, decided they needed to go back outside, which then triggered the other two wanting to go back outside. So it has been a day. As far as what would Mr. Fuzzybutts look like with a veil on, considering the look he gave me when I put the bunny ears on him and then again when I got the crab hat for him, I would have to sleep with both eyes open for a while. He's a good cat, though. I love my Fuzzybutt. Where is the furry little demon bastard? Is he curled up in the warm bed? All right, my witchlings, it is time for the Sanskrit bit. Our word of the week is Saucha, and we embody Saucha today by choosing clarity without turning away. In the aftermath of the Minnesota ice murder, Saucha asks us to clear lies, euphemism, and silence out of our hearts. We ground our bodies so grief does not become numbness. We speak truth cleanly. We care for one another very deliberately. Purity here is moral clarity, refusing to let violence be normalized and letting compassion guide our actions. That's our Sanskrit for today. That was cold-blooded, point-blank range murder, my friend. If you haven't watched the video and watched it in slow motion to see that the SOB was firing through the driver's side window, which means absolutely no chance he was in danger, then you might want to. Trust me. I am a cop's kid. I am a veteran. I am a military brat and grand brat. I know the rules of engagement. And if people from other countries are seeing that it was fucking murder, it was fucking murder. Oh, honey. Burr, chilies. How would you like me to restore faith in magic with a personal story? Distractions. Let me know and we'll probably touch on it. Honey, her wheels were turned away from him. She was trying to escape them. Because A, they first started advancing on her, telling her to get out of here. After about 3 steps, that became get out of the car. And then when they reached the car, he grabbed the handle and tried to yank her door open. She was the one in fear for her life, and obviously rightly so. She tried to drive away, which is what, by the way, they had told her to do in the first place. And they opened fire. Shot her point blank in the head 4 times. Once through the front, 3 more times through the driver's side window. As she was driving past them. Because she had turned her wheels to go away from them. Trust me, I watched that fucking video about 15 different times yesterday. Oh, as for supernatural in my life, let's see. My favorite story is, okay, go ahead and let it play. Go ahead and let the ads play. Yes, we have. They do. Yep, and that is the end of this topic. The woman deserves more respect than she is getting. All right. In just a moment, we will discuss our goddess of the day that I need to send to my cousin. Those were not police officers. Those were ICE agents who, by the way, they are A, not trained properly. B, their jurisdiction only has to do with undocumented immigrants. They are not even allowed to pull a car over unless they have very, very clear indication that there is an undocumented person inside that vehicle. They are not allowed to detain anyone for any reason unless they are, again, undocumented. She was a white American citizen who was doing something very much legal. She was observing. Yes, I do have a ghost story. I don't know if I could really say anything happens, but I do have a story and we will get to that. By the way, for Jimmy Dean's sake, I will once again say I am a cop's kid. I am a veteran of our military service. I am a veteran's child, sister, niece, grandchild, and ex-wife 3 times over. She lived there, you dumbass. Those were her neighbors who saw this happen to her in their neighborhood. What? Am I not supposed to be in my neighborhood because I have a Mexican family that lives next door? Am I not supposed to be in my hometown because the dominant people in my hometown are Mexican and Russian? Was I not supposed to have attended my high school because the majority of the students in my high school were Mexican or Russian? Out of my senior class of about 150 people, I think 30 of us were white. So should I have not attended that school? Because obviously, it wasn't a white kid's school. No, they don't have any authority, my friend. Again, I am law enforcement family. I know this shit. How many cops do you have in your family? How many military members do you have in your family? How many ICE agents do you have in your family? They are not. They are not federal agents. Literally, the only jurisdiction they have is over undocumented immigrants. They are not supposed to interact with anyone who is an American citizen. I've been doing my research for the last 24 hours. I know of what I speak. I'm not blowing smoke. Very true distractions. It has been, I mean, we are 9 days into the new year, 8 days into the new year. And we've already had how many atrocities done by our government? I am ashamed to be an American at this point. I don't talk about shit I don't know about. On that note, my loves, it is now time, my witchlings, for us to find out who our goddess of the day is. She is a divine presence goddamn motherfucking son of a bitch. I know. All right, my witchlings, it is time to honor our goddess of the day, a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us. Today's goddess is Janna. Janna, the Roman goddess whose name means luminous sky, brings lunar clarity, heightened perception, and quiet insight as the new year unfolds. Closely associated with Juno and Diana, she was traditionally invoked before any important undertaking, asked to illuminate intention before action. Her symbols, the moon and silver, reflect her power to sharpen awareness and guide discernment, and offerings of wine, incense, and barley honored her role as a threshold guardian between darkness and understanding. To align with Janna today, wear silver-toned jewelry or clothing to draw her attention. For guidance, step outside with a silver-colored coin, hold it to the moon, and recite, Janna, through the darkness and through the day, light my path and guide my way. Carry this token and touch it whenever your judgment feels uncertain. To deepen lunar sensitivity and intuition, burn jasmine or another sweet incense and meditate, visualizing moonlight filling your third eye. If it helps, chant Janna, Juno, Diana, awake in me. Afterward, record any sensations or insights that arise. That's our goddess. I really, really, really need to get over being fucking creeped out every time I talk about the goddess Diana. It's weird. Anyway, my friends, it is now time for our little moment of Zen from the Little Book of Zen. Oh, we have a quote from Wu Tzu and a quote from Philip Kapleau. Kapleau. Wu Tzu says, talking about Zen all the time is like looking for fish tracks in a dry riverbed. Better than fish fingers and custard. Philip Kapleau says, reading about enlightenment is like scratching an itch through your shoe. That's our moment of Zen today, my loves. All right. And now we have our closing blessing. I leave you, my loves, with this. May you be gently released from what has held you in place. May clarity replace confusion and patience soften the long road behind you. May your perseverance be rewarded, your spirit feel unburdened, and your next steps be guided by self-trust, freedom, and quiet grace. So it is. And now, my loves, my witchlings, my dears, it is time for us to wrap up our show for today. So, here we go. And with the extinguishing of our candle, our sacred circle is now open. We extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors for joining us here today. All right, y'all. Before we go, please remember that this space exists because of the Witchling community. There are no corporate sponsors here yet, just shared magic, mutual care, and a whole lot of love. So please do us the favor of liking this video, sharing this video, and subscribing to this channel. Also, you can join our channel as a Witchling member. So please like, share, subscribe, join the channel, and then tell a friend about us here, would ya? Aye. And now, my darlings, my witchlings, let's go out there, and I mean this from the absolute bottom of my heart today. Go out there, spread love, spread joy, spread kindness, because there is enough darkness and hate and ick out there in this world. Please let us choose to be steady lights for those finding their way through that darkness. Be sure you tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, or claws, that they matter to you. Because time moves faster than any of us realize, and those chances to say I love you are never guaranteed. And if you guys take one thing and one thing only away from everything that we do here every day, please let it be that you always, always, always remember. You are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is real, even if you haven't figured out what it is yet. I was 45 before I found mine. I love you guys so very much. You are the best part of my day. Namaste, my witchlings. Perfect timing. There we go. Put that away. Put that away. I gotta find the shit that belongs there. I'll find that later. All right. Fuck my life. I should not have been taking a sip when I read that. And I knew it was John saying it, so I should have known better to start with. Oh, thank you, distractions. The affirmations are one of my favorite parts. And I absolutely love this silly little book. I picked it up on a whim. Actually, I'm not even sure I'm the one that picked it up. I think this was one of the things that was acquired the last time I switched really hard. But it has been one of the best things. Hello, Taylor. Okay, Chloe wandered off. Hoy. Yes! That was kind of the point, Andrea. That it's about as effective to scratch an itch through your shoe as it is to just read about it. Kat, you should tell that to John. Hello, Taylor. I do see you there. Oh, you're doing great, distractions. You are awesome, John. Yes. That doesn't surprise me, Chloe. I'm sorry you guys are having to hear about all the shit that we're doing here. All right. So, my ghost story. Way back when, God, let's see, I was living there, so it was prior to the spawn's birth. But the question is, did I have the munchkin? So, sometime right around 2000, I had been, at the time, I was a huge fan of the show Witchblade, which was based on the comic book of the same name, and really liked one of the actors and his character in particular. So I joined his fan club. And for Halloween that year, the heads of the fan club were putting together a book of true ghost stories for him. And it was right around this time that this incident happened, so it's why I used this story for the book. I'm sitting in effectively my kitchen, because that's where my computer was at the time. Sitting in my kitchen, just geeking out on my computer, doing whatever, probably scrolling the internet. But it's late at night, so I kind of lean back in my chair and close my eyes for a minute. I am alone in the house except for the kids. So I should not be hearing any other voices, much less voices to my left, because the only thing to my left is the sliding glass door out into my backyard. So I'm just kind of sitting there, checked in, checked out, half asleep, and I start hearing voices to my left. So I open my eyes and kind of half open my eyes and look, and out on my porch is this elderly man in a recliner and a teenaged girl. And they're talking. I cannot for the life of me now remember what they were saying, but I know she was getting ready to leave and go out. And so they're discussing, and she says, "I'll be home soon, Grandpa. I love you." She leans down to give him a kiss on the cheek and leave. And that's when I notice that this much of the bottom of her skirt, because she's wearing a white dress, this much of the bottom of her skirt is blackened, like it's been in a fire. And then, yeah, the legs matched. And then I kind of look over at Grandpa and realize that, like, this much of the bottom of his chair and his legs are also. And I'm like, okay then, because as soon as she stood back up from kissing him on the cheek and turned to walk away, they just kind of poofed. That was one of the most bizarre experiences I have ever had. Now, the next story I can tell you, this is not a ghost story because I have no fucking clue what we encountered. But my former best friend and I, we were on watch. While we were in the Navy, we were doing barracks watch. And part of being fire watch for the barracks is you have to patrol the perimeter of the barracks. Make sure nobody's getting into shit they're not supposed to be in. Nobody that isn't supposed to be there is there, etc., etc. Well, there was this one part of the barracks that nobody slept in. It was off of the main room, and it had these big windows that faced the road. And so my girlfriend and I were walking our watch together and chit-chatting about shit. And we step into that part of the barracks, and all of a sudden it is cold AF. I mean, we could see our breath cold. Mind you, this is San Diego in like June. Not supposed to be, frigid cold. And so we look, and there is this smoke shadow mass with red glowing eyes at the opposite end of where we are, of this room. We look at it, look at each other, look back at it and go, nope. Turn around and left the area. Discussed a few things that we were trying to figure out how to get rid of this thing, because by this time we were both practicing. And yeah, I don't remember how we got rid of it, but I do know it involved a lot of yelling the next day. Because, of course, we were going to do this while everybody else in the barracks was sleeping. Yes! Tell me your dad's story, sweetheart. Oh, I am actually moving mouse. I'm going to put my cards away so that I can do what I need to do. And so I don't lose them. Paranoid of losing shit. We has new subscribers. Sounds about right. Yep. See, that's why I don't typically summon things. Especially not something I am not 100% confident I can banish when I am done. Yeah, we don't do that shit. I'm not that stupid. Okay, anymore. I was involved with someone else trying to do stupid shit when we were early 20s. Learned my lesson. Am not going back. Oh, trust me. You'll only be that dumb once. Because it'll either scare the ever-loving shit out of you, or other consequences are going to happen. Yes, always say goodbye when you use a spirit board. I do not trust Hasbro or whoever it is that makes them Ouija boards. Although I have used them. I have touched a Ouija board twice in my life. Will never do it again because both times, as soon as we were done with the board and took our hands off of it, I collapsed. They just take way too much energy out of me. Phasmophobia. Only evil I ever manifested was saying my project manager's name 3 times, and that demon suddenly appeared. Yep. So you're saying your project manager was Beetlejuice. Alrighty then. Hey, if I could summon... I sometimes wonder, we've done it before. The man behind the curtain saying, if I say my son's name 3 times, will that summon him? Which son? Because we did accidentally summon the eldest last night. That was funny. We had just been discussing my eldest last night during midnight mass, and he popped into the voice chat. And I'm like, did we summon you? What? Was just talking about you. Your ears burning? No. Yup. Marsha. Anyway. I just dated myself with that particular reference. Not that I've ever hidden how old I am, but that one just makes it rather obvious. I wish a Luigi board. Maybe Luigi Mangione? Yeah, same. My life from pretty much my 18th birthday until 25-ish was entertaining. We did some crazy ass shit. But I lived in San Diego. Had access to the base. And we would go wander around some of the areas of base just for shiggles. And some of the shit we encountered, whoosh. But there are a fuck ton of ley lines in San Diego that you can just stumble across. And like 5 of them run through the base that we were stationed at. Yep. So, if I want to use a spirit board, I will actually use a spirit board that someone I know and trust has created and christened. Blessed isn't the right word. I hate using the word blessed, but cleansed works. And I mean, in all reality, it is not incredibly difficult to make a spirit board. But hey, slapped ham. That sounds fun. Yes, the vortex. Oh God, it is so cool. I have not been to the Oregon vortex, or if I have, it's been a long ass time. I have been to, I want to say it's in South Dakota is another one. But yes, those places are so cool. Oh, what did I do with the picture? I have a picture of little bitty Di sitting in a chair where I think the two back legs are each on a thing sticking out from the wall about an inch, maybe two, just big enough for the legs of the chair, one on each side of a corner. And I am sitting in this chair with nothing under the front of the chair, just sitting there. And you can tell from the way I look, I'm not scared because it's steady. Balls rolled uphill, water flowed uphill. It was so trippy. I don't do seances, honey. But we could talk about other shit. Hey, Hazel. I see ya, Hazel. Yes. I wouldn't say they're evil, but yes. Oh, itchies. I'm losing my shit, y'all. Just so much nastiness going on right now. There's a part of me that wants to fall back into the old habits of just dissociating, burying my head in the sand, and pretending this shit just isn't happening. And then I realized that I don't have that luxury. That is true, John. But I think that is one of the biggest reasons I am furious with the current administration. Because I was able to just kind of let politics be and pay minimal attention to it. And I can't anymore. I'm seeing purple and blue kind of. So I'm seeing a woman who's wearing a long, I can't tell if it's a dress or a shirt, but it's kind of pulling the Sleeping Beauty thing of bounce, the way her dress would bounce between pink and blue because the fairy godmothers were zapping her. Well, this one, it's kind of a peacock blue and a royal purple. But very grandmotherly energy coming off of it. We love John's sense of humor. We really do. He definitely helps maintain some levity here because we need that. Especially with some of the heavier topics that we end up discussing because of the current fucking world politics. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Exactly. We need to hold our silver linings close. Oh, so true. And John is very definitely a silver lining here. I just... Squeezy treats. Go-gurt. Kitty Go-gurt. Cat soup, that works too. Oh, but it would be a dessert. A ball of mouse cream. Mouse cream. Mouse cream. My cat is not a very good mouser. Love him, but he is not a very good mouser. It took him a while, though. He did catch the first one on basically his second try, I think. But the other one, I think that's the one that you were hearing the other night. Yeah, he did it. Oh, my God. He's a good cat. We love him. Yes. We need to put the furry overlord out in Dad's trailer with the race car because Dad discovered some uninvited guests in the trailer. Thank you, John. We appreciate that. But the best... Yeah, no shit. And part of the reason we have the rodents that we do right now is we have gone from having a big ass field across the road from us, a big ass field over there and behind us, and this gorgeous copse of trees behind us that they have now built condos on, or behind us a freaking lumber yard. We don't have room for the wildlings anymore. Oh God. That kind of sucks, Chloe. A bull lurcher and a German shepherd. Oh, so wait. He abandoned me. I'm shocked. Oh, that's right. That is true, distractions. I have a German Shepherd mix and a Pitbull Malamute mix. And the Pitbull Malamute is the most adorable dumb blonde. Scared of her own shadow. But I love her. I'm sorry, Chloe. I was one of those kids, speaking of fish. I won my first fish at a school carnival in 8th grade. I managed to lob the ping pong ball into the cup, got a fish. Mom said, go ahead, we'd take him home. I assume it was a him. So that was the first one. A couple of months later, we're at the county fair. I play the... I pull the same thing, play the same game, lob the ping pong ball into the cup. I thought I was playing for a stuffed fish. No, sir, I got another goldfish. So we are now up to 2 goldfish. This is when my mother starts doing a little bit more research and realizes that the itty-bitty tank that we had was not big enough, nor did it have enough air to it. That is why most goldfish go belly up, is they don't have an air pump in their tank. And then... that was that one, and I don't remember how we went from those 2 to the 8 that we had when my parents moved to San Diego, to Southern California. But yeah, we ended up with a bunch of fish. My mom had a neon that was in an octagonal tank, and we are in... What? They batter the fish. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, puppies, passport. Yes, dogs. Yes, animals can get passports. You didn't know that? So Mom had a neon, and we're vacationing in San Francisco, which is known for earthquakes. When the one and only earthquake I have ever, to that point, lived through was happening in our hometown. Have a good one, Chloe. So we're thinking that her neon got slammed into one of the edges, one of the corners of the tank, because when we got home, he kind of had a kink in him, but he's still swimming around. We dubbed that fish Survivor, and that happened my sophomore year of high school, and he was still swimming when my parents moved to Southern California like 4 years later. We were impressed. Floundering a bit there. Oh, my Lord. Hey, John. There is a Dr. Demento song that you need to look up. I cannot remember who sings it, but if you Google Dr. Demento Wet Dream, you will find it. It is full of fishy double entendres. It is great. Oh, no. I saw it. Yours was pretty good, too. Love it. I love my family. I love my family. Yep. Welcome to life with my extended family. We're pretty good. I'm taking the earrings off too. Do-do-do-do. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Who was I discussing Lurch with the other day? I don't remember. I am groggy-ish today. And the shitty thing is, oh, by the way, thinking of it, we are skipping podcast tonight. I tried to get everything set up and fixed. We were going to do it early because I have a women in leadership thing that I'm going to tonight. So, and I have to leave here at the time that the podcast would normally be going live. I love you, Kat. I've got to wrap my gift for the event. It's the postponed Christmas book swap. So here, Oscar, nice. We had Hazel can see what Andrea said. We had a mixture of the red and white koi looking ones and the goldfishes. Okay, then. Oh my god, I have the fucking final countdown stuck in my head. And this is making me think back to that stupid episode of Stargate SG-1. Don't know. Is that you? He is absolutely silent right at the moment, and I'm kind of nervous. Think he's still there. Maybe not. C'est la vie. I'm thinking it's, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, because he's not talking to me, and yeah, it's you, yeah. Right. Yeah, we're going to click that shit. What? So, not you? Oh, man behind the curtain went absolutely silent. I'm guessing he went and made coffee. Now that I have confirmation. Yeah, no, I know it's not. And as Amy said, account was created today, and it's the outfit I'm currently wearing, so... I mean, they could have at least been creative and... No. Hold on. There we go. That works too. Click that. There we go. Oh, that is totally not surprising distractions. Andrea says, hello, Hazel, in case you didn't see that. I am so glad that I don't hang out on Telegram much. Yeah, friends of the mustache man from Austria. You know, he who thought he was a painter. I know. That's the impressive part. The dedication some of these guys have. Yeah. I love how we have come up. Okay, I love and hate. No shit. I love and hate the way that we have come up with workarounds, for some of the not exactly banned or moderated, well, they're not banned, but they're definitely moderated terms. We are now self-censoring to avoid being censored, because we can say shit that human beings will pick up exactly what we're saying if they can put two and two together well, but others can't. But the automated filtering systems don't catch it. So things like the mustache man, the fascist Cheeto, or stupid shit like that. Damn it, there's an event that there's another word for, but I cannot for the life of me remember what the event is or the alternative description is. But yeah, we are doing wonderful. I hate that we have to do it. Yeah, we call it the Reich Wing, or and unaliving. Oh, yeah, same, but unfortunately I know I'm already on the list. I hate it too. That's why I've started using self-deletion. Unaliving, it makes sense, but yeah, bad source code must be deleted and restarted. Oof. Don't ever say that particular phrase in front of my son. That might be a little bit of a trigger. But yeah, yep. That was actually, I love that one. That one's some decent creativity there. Oh shit, I do not want metal key ring sitting on mug warmer. But yes. Yes, I saw that. I actually wanted to look at that one later. Yeah. Oh, I know. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, hey. Some of the Republicans voted to restore the subsidies. Yay. I'm stopping. I know this. Oh, yeah. That too. Instead of the grand old, the gross old. I like that better. Yeah. Oh, there's just some insanity. And they say that those of us, that's a whisker. That is a white whisker. Anyway, they say that those of us on the blue side, on the blue team, are the crazy ones, but yes. Oh. Okay. We love you, cat. Be safe driving home. Love it. Darth Plagueis the Wise. Oh boy. What did he do? I'm curious, and I'm gonna regret it. I know I am. What? Oh. Okay. Yeah, you just saw. Yeah, I like that one. I have been referencing that woman a few times lately. Because, yeah. That's going to sit there. That works. And then that one can go back in there for a little bit. Old Christian. Yes, I don't disagree. Hence why my thing here is spread love, spread joy, spread kindness. And I do very much agree with the people who will say there is no hate like Christian love. Yes. Ginger is good for purging. Oh, yum. So do you slice your ginger and brew it? It's something I've been trying to figure out, because I have ginger root. Or do you zest it? Because I have ginger root in the house, because I have discovered as much as I cook Asian food and we like the ginger, it is so much better to use fresh ginger. Although I used some of the paste the other night and forgot just how concentrated that shit is. So we had some very gingery stir fry. I enjoyed it. But yet I had an extra gingery ginger ale and couldn't stand it. Go figure. Yeah. I want people to be happy and healthy. And I I was one of those kids during the what would Jesus do time frame that really took that particular bit to heart. And now I'm an adult and I still, apply the what would Jesus do in this situation to a lot of things. And I get told I'm going to hell for it. Or that I'm a bleeding heart liberal because, oh my gods, I actually have compassion. Add some cinnamon to it and you got good curry there, Taylor. Yum. Yes. Yeah, cumin and cinnamon. Yes, turmeric, ginger. Ginger isn't usually in Ginger isn't usually in curry, but turmeric and black pepper, golden milk or coconut milk are often used. And then there's a little bit of turmeric or a little bit of cumin and a little bit of cinnamon. You got a kick-ass curry going there. That's true. What would Jesus do? Flip over a table and whip the bankers? Yes. Except in this case, Jesus would be going after more than just the bankers. I'm pretty sure at this point, he would be going after all of the politicians involved as well. Yes, it is. It's a very good milk drink, and it is quite healthy. Great for purging and clarifying. Turmeric. Man, I got the chunks out because I was going to make stir fry. Now I want curry for dinner. Maybe I'll do that in the Instant Pot tomorrow. Hey, Luna. Hot bean milk. Same. I have hot bean water with milky shit that is actually technically dairy free. And then I have the cold foam. And then I decided to be... Yeah, the Starbucks one did. Coffee Mate actually says it is non-dairy. But then I put in the cold foam and the whipped cream, so... What the hell is that? In my fucking drink. Let's see. Oh well. Dude, he would deport Jesus in a heartbeat. Cause Jesus is a long-haired hippie with dark skin who believes in empathy and sympathy and actually having compassion for your fellow human beings. Yeah, he'd get rid of him. Yep. I don't understand these women who are all about the wine. I mean, yes, I will drink a white Zen every now and again. Yes, that part of the pause was I realized it was going to rhyme. But these women who have to have a glass or two of wine every night. Oh, Hazelette is awesome. Hazel's already gotten her 10,000 steps in. But these women who have a glass or two of wine every night, or even worse, the ones who drink an entire bottle a day, I don't get it. I have yet to find a wine that I can drink that much of. I don't like it. That's true. Jesus had his heavenly powers. But there are other types of alcohol that I can drink that much simply because I mix them into other shit. Kahlua and chocolate ice cream. Just saying. Yes. Okay. Hit me with the rest of this because you've definitely got my attention. Distractions. But I definitely agree. We have free will over our perspective, and that can change the world. Hence, putting the energy out there to manipulate the outcome. Ooh, I might actually be able to tolerate butter pecan ice cream that way. My mother-in-law tried to convince me that I could put coconut oil in my coffee and it wouldn't taste, and I would be able to taste the coconut. So I tried it. No. All I could taste was the coconut. John says, well done, Hazel. He's only managed 4,000 today. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. There is a chocolate-based wine. Ooh, I might try that one, though. A chocolate-based wine does sound good, as much as I love chocolate. Yes. That is true, Kat. I know, Hazel. Hazel doesn't like chocolate. Yep. Uh-oh. I don't think so. She said, uck, and then we'd have no more viewers over there. Sad face. Yes. It really is easy when we avoid people. We don't have to think about it. We don't have to look at and... Okay. That's interesting, Hazel, because my little counter is saying that I have no viewers in your window or in your stream. Ooh. Uh-oh. John's getting the tea. Is John going to spill the tea for us when he comes back? That was an even worse pun. Hazel's a ghost. Okay. I can deal with that. Dude, that makes me think of cosplaying Casper, and I am ashamed of how long it took me to figure out what she was saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have a friend from high school who is now a nurse. So proud of her. She, like us, is a witch. But the only university that she could get her nursing degree from was an Amish university, a very conservative Christian university. And actually, she got her degree, her nursing degree where you are, Andrea. And she had to hide her faith the entire time she was in college, because had the college found out that she was not Christian, they would have booted her ass and would have refused to transfer any credits that she had gained while she was there. So that was interesting. She reminded me to be very, very careful when we were talking in Messenger and that while she was in college, to not say anything just in case anybody happened to see what we were talking about. Why would I think I'm the problem? What problem? That is true, too. Thank you, distractions. Check out this absolutely gorgeous gold stone I have. I love it. The sparkle. Dude, I have spent the last 30 years in therapy doing the self-reflection and the shadow work. Yeah. The real problem was the friendships we made along the way. Actually, for me, it was, because it was heartbreaking when that particular friendship imploded, and I had to walk away. But I managed to keep what I wanted out of that relationship, and I'm quite proud of those kids today. How is empathy toxic? I know he is, Andrea. I mean, he's saying, toxic empathy, but yet, see you later, cat. Drive safe. Let us know when you get home. But the empathy, we want to be Christ-like. At least that's what the Christians say, right? They want to be Christ-like. But yet, those of us who display Christ-like features are told that we're the problem. Please make this make sense to me. I'm so glad you made some good tea, John. Are you going to spill the tea while we're at it, honey? You missed the fun that showed up while you were getting your tea. Oh, honey, I was baptized into the Episcopal Church, and my grandfather was an Episcopal priest and an expert theologian. I know a wee bit about Christianity. So, what's the big deal if I'm not Christian? Oh. No, you're proselytizing and telling us that I'm the problem. I encourage people to spread kindness, love, and joy. How is that being part of the problem? I am encouraging people to do the right thing, be on the right side of history. That concerns me. The fact that he feels that empathy is a problem. That seriously concerns me. I will be honest. Yeah. I'm grabbing one. I'm trying to find one last thing. Damn it. Where's my stupid thingamajigger? There it is. Oh well, we'll use this one. You are not a ghost, Hazel. Oh, no, she said she was a ghost a while back. I commented on that. She's a good ghost. Because, see, if she's a ghost, that means she can hide out and eavesdrop and hang out in spaces that we can't get into and know what they're talking about behind our backs, right? Isn't that half the purpose of being a ghost or being invisible? How many of us wanted to be Danny Phantom just for that, factor alone? Amen to that, distractions. Yeah. They really hate it when they say shit and I can come back to them. Oh no, I am so sorry. I know Earl isn't, we were calling her Earl, but I'm pretty sure she gave us her name. My brain is glitchy. I am so sorry, though. That is awful. Oh. No way to help deal with whatever's causing the numbness? I only ask because I've got my pinched nerve and brachial plex that's causing pain in my elbow. That's entertaining. Not. And I had acupuncture this morning to help deal with it. Don't mind me, I'm dusting my crystals and my desk area. I actually, which flavor of Eastern Orthodox? Because there's the Russian Orthodox, and then there is the Serbian Orthodox, and one or two others, but I like some of their beliefs. And the different calendar. That throws me off every time. But I respect it. I mean, hey. That is true. Yeah, you're not weak. That is true. Surface level take, yeah. Oh, God, that sucks, big, fat, hairy donkey balls. Oh, God. That is one place where I'm grateful that my dad and I both had the VA. The VA did his carpal tunnel surgery, and we didn't have to pay for it. But that is one of the most frustrating and infuriating things about being here in the States is the fact that health insurance. Roger that. Not well versed. Okay, that makes more sense, derp. I am so frustrated by the healthcare in this country. I am very, 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 very lucky that I have had healthcare at the worst points in my life where I nearly. But I hate that other people don't have it. We really do need to go to universal health care because people are dying otherwise. Yes, I love getting the needle from my acupuncturist. Yeah. I will never forget you regrowing your ulnar nerve. That was not a pleasant time for anyone in the house. Oh, was it the other two reconnecting that was the problem? I remember that happening. Yeah. He would get zaps when the numbs when the nerves were reconnecting. It was awful. Yep. Yeah, being an independent contractor is awesome until things like that happen. Yup. I feel for you so fucking much. Yeah. Okay. Groovy. Thank you, Earl. And now with with what happened, insurance is now 3 times what it cost, 2 weeks ago. And people like us can't afford it because technically, if I didn't have the VA, I would not be able to afford insurance either because I rely on my VA. And I tell you, having a YouTube career does not pay for insurance, at least not yet. I may get lucky and, go viral and end up with 1 million or so fans or followers. But if I don't, I just want to make enough money to be able to survive comfortably. Note I say survive comfortably because we can survive on what income we have between my VA and his Social Security, but we will not be comfortable and it would not be a very pleasant life. So my goal with everything that we do here is to be able to survive comfortably, compensate the people who work for me who are currently volunteering, and just be able to be happy, healthy, and comfortable. That's all I want. And I want to be able to make sure that my loved ones are also happy, healthy, and comfortable because they deserve it. Oh, my Hammermeisters ran away? That's okay. Andrew is still here. Oh. Yeah. I know that feeling too. I used to work for... That's a good question. Hazel. Yeah. Lost my train of thought, but that's okay. You said the Hammermeisters ran away, and I repeated it, and Hazel showing us her hammer. That did not sound right. Anyways, what religion or belief system would Silver Mist from Tinkerbell be? Didn't mean to, but my brain did it for me. What religion would Silver Mist... I think Silver Mist would probably be a little goddess worshiper. But she would be her own goddess. If Silver Mist is the one I think she is. I have not watched any of the Tinkerbell movies since the Munchkin was little bitty. That would be Mickey. He pops up at the most awful times. Hello, Amadeo. Every time Amadeo comes in, I am hearing Falco singing "Rock Me Amadeus" in my head. Yep, I could see that. And Earl, yeah, oh God, yes. So, I was talking about working at Torrid. I worked 1 day a week at Torrid for 4 years, and I am convinced that is the only reason I managed to stay in that job for that long. And yeah, after about 3 hours, I was wiped. When Yeah, every couple of weeks or about once a month, I could work more than 1 3-hour shift. When I first started working there, I was doing a whole lot better. And I was working 4-hour shifts, and there were a couple of days that I worked 8 to 10 hours. Because there was one day I remember clearly. I opened that day with the manager. And then I was supposed to go home at the time that I would normally have been clocking in. And the person who was supposed to relieve me called in sick. And the boss had been calling literally everybody else, and nobody could come in. And I'm like, if you give me time enough to run home for lunch and let the husband know that I'm going to be working, I'll just stick around. And the boss is like, well, yeah, you have to take a half-hour lunch. I have to give that to you. And so, yeah, go home, tell him what's up, and then you can come back and we'll do this. So I worked open to close that day. Had a blast doing it because I really loved my manager and assistant manager at the time. But yeah, I paid for that. That's okay, Earl. What? Wait. Whoops. Yes, they do not care what we believe as long as we're stuck. And they don't want us to fight back. Because as soon as we start fighting back, they don't have the power to overpower. There we go. Now they're all back where they belong. But those need homes. That's okay. We'll figure that out later. I was just putting my crystals back where they belong and trying to decide if I can fit more in there. I really need to put shit away. Don't forget to sensually smash that like button. Love it. You guys are the absolute best, I tell you. I love my group here, my crew. I love my witches. Y'all are just absolutely amazing. I gotta show you guys something. Because I know all of you will get this one. I picked it up at one of the Pacific Northwest Witches Market events, but I absolutely love it. I have a couple of others, but I don't know if I picked that up from the one gal. Oh God, I can't remember her name again. But I have some of the pins that I bought from her on my witchy woman hat. Oh my gosh. Is it not? I love it. All right. Give me a sec. I've got to give you guys her name. And I'm Baphomet. Ooh, nice. What the flurf? Okay. Earl is saying, I'm finishing a Baphomet tie-dye tapestry today. That just sounds absolutely forking amazing. All right, it's something... Wait a minute, what am I doing? Nope, nope, nope. Oh my gosh. Hold on. There we go. Boom. Hello, Jandro. What the flurf? Oh. I am trying. Yeah, that's... Oh, is Alejandro? Okay. I am... I did. Alejandro. That's... Okay, my brain's being goofy. I am losing my damn shit because I know... Okay, John's message. I saw a great altar cloth. It had a decan wheel on it. That sounds kind of cool, actually. Not sure about that. I'm going batshit crazy. I want to refer them to the person I got the pins from, but I'm not being able to find her damn name, and I can't remember it off the top of my head. And I don't have her business card sitting right next to me either. Wait a minute, I'm a dorkfish. All right. Now. Oh, great. Yes, I know you do. I'm scrolling through the Witches Market page, and I keep getting little things popping up playing music for the vendor whipty-jigger. Oh, cool. Thank you, Earl. I'm losing my shit, though, because Oh, he's getting it up for me. I am losing my ever-loving mind. No, it didn't. I am losing my ever-loving mind because I cannot find the person I am looking for. It does. That is very cool, Earl. Oh, here you go. I am so sorry. I would not wish asthma on my worst enemy. Yes, Erin will like it. Tag her in there so she'll come look at it. I'm losing what's left of my mind right now. Very much losing my mind right now because I really want to send you guys to her, but I cannot remember her or her business's name. And I'm losing my fucking mind. Yeah. So, oh yeah, I don't have an art channel right now. In my family, it alternates each generation. It goes mother to son, father to daughter. So I inherited it from my dad, who got it from his mother, and unfortunately I gave it to my sons, so to speak. I'm gonna scream my ever-loving head off because I found her this way before. Wait. Can I search the page? Nope. Wow, fuck my life. That is true. I think I checked my mind when at Portland International Airport when I headed for boot camp, and when I got to Great Lakes or O'Hare in Chicago, they wouldn't let me go retrieve it. So, hey, I blame the government. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Nope, that's not it. They are awesome. That's pretty. I can see her logo in my head. I just cannot for the life of me remember her forking name. I know. Grr. Yes, I can do that, friend. God, Yuriko wants me to talk to her in the community post. I can do that. Roman. I can answer that one. Distractions. He is Roman Catholic. We've had a few entertaining conversations about that. When I find the gal that I bought the pins from, I will post it in the community here. Okay. I'm losing my shit. But she's got some really adorable pins, and she is such a sweetheart. When I jokingly said I was going to stalk her and all of the events that she goes to, she's like, I'll send you a list. Oh. Ah. Nice. That is my soul sister you're talking to, Earl. She's good people. I like that, Distractions. That's really good. I love that particular way of looking at things. And we go. Uh-oh. We have hit our 2 hours. We have hit our 2 hours. Can't believe we've hit 2 hours already, but I need to go hit the head. And then I got to get my book wrapped up for tonight. And I have to book it out of here, haha, in 2 hours so that I can walk to the gathering. It's going to be fun. All right, my loves, I would love to sit here and chit-chat for another 2 hours, but the dogs would complain. So I will say... Okay. Hims is fixin'. I don't know. Anyway, my loves, it is now time for us to all go out and spread love, joy, and kindness. There is so much hate and darkness in this world. Can we please try to be beacons of light for those stumbling in the darkness? Make sure that you tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, or claws, that you love them to bits, because time moves faster than we all realize, and the chances to say I love you are not guaranteed. And if you take only one thing away from everything that we do here every day, please let it be that you always, 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 always remember you are loved. You are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is real and genuine, even if you don't know what it is yet. I was 45. I will see you guys all very, very soon. There is no podcast tonight, so have a fantabulous rest of your day or night wherever you are. I love you guys to bits. Namaste, Witchlings.